Hello, my name is Melanie Ellis, and I am a middle and high school teacher, a mother of 4, and I also am a student at Grand Canyon University. I am happy to be able to talk to you guys about IEPs and the whole program. It can be a little bit stressful. I've had 2 children on IEPs, so I have lots of experience as well as working with students. The first thing you need to know that it is all about you. It's about the student and the parent and us working with you to help you achieve goals and help the student perform better and feel better about their education and themselves. So it's very important to have your input and participation all the way through. Next, we're going to talk about referrals. You as the parent or even the student could request that you be evaluated. That's considered a referral. It could be an email, it could be a conversation. Also, an educator or school counselor or someone in that capacity can also refer the student to be evaluated. Once they are evaluated, it will be determined whether or not they are eligible for services. That eligibility consists of a set of markers that are required for their age or expected by their age or phase of life. It will also be determined by a series of questions, and some of those questions are going to be directed at the parent or guardian. Most of them are going to be directed toward the student. After this evaluation process, which is pretty quick and painless, they will be able to receive services for whatever they're eligible for. Next, we'll set up an IEP team. This team is going to consist of an admin, there's general education teacher, any special education teachers, any school counselors, or anyone else that has the experience and has the same goals, and that's to help the student. And of course, the most important people there are going to be the student and the guardian. The components of the IEP are, first, a student and parent information section. Next, it's going to talk about the present level of educational performance. So we're going to get a lot from their current teacher. They're going to talk about where they are succeeding and where they're struggling. I love the part where we get to talk about their current successes and what they're great at. I always see the students beam at that. And they actually love to talk about their goals because it helps give them hope, which is the most important part. So as we're setting goals, we're looking for clear objectives that help outline how this goal is going to be achieved. A good example is my daughter had the goal of working on her pronunciation in speech, and she struggled particularly with her S's. So I remember that being an objective, that she would work specifically on her S's. And she had a little exercise from her teacher where she would slide her finger down her arm and make a sound, and that helped her to remember to do that. Since we had this objective and it was something we were all working on at home and at school, it really helped her to achieve that goal. Finally, it's going to be progress reporting. So if we know that this student, speaking of my daughter and her goal, is using her S's about 50% of the time, that would be a good way to measure that progress. We would say, student is achieving this 50% of the time. That might mean that we want to keep that goal as we come into the next year. If they're achieving that goal at a higher level, it might be time to graduate to a better goal or a more advanced goal. And that's really fun to measure that progress. Finally, you're going to be given extra services and referrals and be asked if there's anything else you need. And it's all of us working together with resources that could help your child. So that's an important part. And then, of course, it's the consent. We need the parent consent to treat them using this IEP. After that, it's just annual meetings. We'll keep up with these meetings and make sure that everybody's in agreement on the best way to help your child succeed. Thank you for listening, and I hope this video helped. Have a great day.